Okay, so wonderful to have you here today. Thank you for taking time of your day, which I imagine must be busy with exams and things happening. So thank you for taking time of your busy schedule to be here with us. My name is Cayetana Martinez, and I'm a UQ Ventures program designer. And I'm here today with Ocean He's from Practera, a company we have been partnering with for the whole year to organize placements and experiential learning for you guys. So I see some familiar names and familiar profile pictures of people that have been in other programs with me, like the Leaders program. So it's wonderful to see you guys here today, keen to take on another Ventures program. So I'll very quickly introduce myself and Ventures, and then I'll hand it over to Ocean to kick off the info session. So as you know, Ventures is the entrepreneurship arm at the University of Queensland. We offer free extracurricular entrepreneurship programs for students, staff, and alumni. And since COVID, we moved all of these online. So now we had the benefits of running this virtually, which means that we are much more accessible for students that are not maybe based in Brisbane or for which access into campus is not as easy. So I'm very happy to know that thanks to COVID, our programs have become more accessible that way. As you know, Ventures Activate is our 3-week remote internship program where we place students to work with startups and innovative companies and social enterprises to work on a project with them and then to present that project back to the companies and get their feedback. So as I said before, it's a experiential learning where you get to experience how working for a real company especially in the startup world looks like. And you'll be paired with other students. So you'll be working as a team. So that's all on my end. The program starts on the 25th of November until the 18th of December. So it's over 3 consecutive weeks. And Ocean now, who is the program coordinator on Practera's side, will give you an comprehensive rundown how the program works, and we'll answer all the questions you have. So Ocean, thanks for being here today, and over to you.
Thanks for having me, and welcome guys. Welcome to the UQ Ventures Activate information session today. Can you see my screen? Yes, cool. So my name is Ocean Chen. I am the program coordinator at Practera, an edtech company helping students to upskills and learn about the world of work through experiential learning. And I'm also a former UQ Ventures participants, I don't know, residents, blah, blah, blah. I went to these startup venture with Nimod in Tel Aviv last year, actually. Unfortunately, you guys can't go overseas this year, but there are a lot of programs for UQ Ventures you can take part, including this Venture Activates program. And welcome to our program. So in the next 20-30 minutes, I will give you an overview of what Ventures Activates about, and also try to convince you to participants to sign up to this program, because it's going to be a life-changing moment for you to learn about startups, to learn about entrepreneurship, and also get your hands dirty to get stuff done with the startups in Australia, in Queensland particularly. So Ventures Activate is a 3-week remote internship program in entrepreneurship, where you will work with other students to deliver a business project or organizational project for an Australian organization. So you work collaboratively to deliver a consulting project for business, startup, or social enterprise. So there are different angles to corporate, to tech startups, and also for local social enterprise in Australia. And the purpose of this program is to help you to develop your employability skills, to build an entrepreneurial mindset, to be more entrepreneurial, to expand your social connections, both locally with your peers, and also professionally with other mentors and other professionals in the startup space, and also deliver real business outcomes to startups, to other companies in Australia. So it's really a meaningful program. It's not only beneficial to you, but also to the startup ecosystem in Australia. And when we talk about a focus of entrepreneurship, it's not about starting a business. I mean, if you have been to other ventures program like the Literary program, Karatana just mentioned, or other program, you probably know entrepreneurship is more than just starting a business, but also the mindset to solve problems, to work with other people, to execute ideas, to create value. And this is what this program about. And we work with 3 different themes, and at your application, you can choose what themes you would like to apply to. So including social enterprise, including entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship. Intrapreneurship, what it means here is how to apply your entrepreneurial mindsets to a corporate or to a more bigger scales organizational setting. How to act like an entrepreneur within an organization. Even you are not the CEO or not the founder of a company, you still act as like an entrepreneur to solve problems like an entrepreneur. And within 3 weeks, you will learn about this mindsets and skills alongside with us, with Praterra, with our coaching team, and also with our learning content on our online platform. And how is this program different to your university capstone course or to other programs you had participated in the past? So first of all, it's real-world learning. You learn from experience, you learn from the real project from clients, and also learn from reflection, not only doing by doing, but also learn by doing and reflecting. So get your hands dirty, put your hands up, get stuff done, or the catch line in startup, but also reflect on what you have done and get feedback from other people, including clients and mentors. It's team-based. You work with people who are totally different to you. I mean, if you have been around ventures for other programs, you probably have worked with other people from other faculties or other study disciplines. And that's really valuable because in the workplace, you meet other people and each person has their own background, experience, and their mindsets and skill sets. And that's really important in entrepreneurship, intrapreneurship, or in the workplace in general, to the ability to collaborate with other people to work on the same mission and vision. It's not an assignment. So it is a 3 weeks project-based work experience, but your final deliverable is not those 20 pages report. It's not those academic report. It's not required in-test reference, no more, what's that called? Harvard reference style, whatever. Those kind of like academic referencing and materials in what you have learned in uni. It's something different. It's more aligned to what the world is doing. If you look at KPMG, Deloitte, EY, their report, that's what your client is looking for. And by the end of the program, you will give a presentation to your clients as well with your mentor. So in this program, you learn how to present your findings, learn how to pitch in our language, and also how to deliver what you have researched. The program is self-directed. No one pushes you to do things. We do have deadline each week, but it's up to you how you execute, how you plan, and how you pivot your ideas to do something different. So it's totally self-directed, and you do work individually, but also collaboratively. This program is extracurricular, so it means you are not getting paid. Neither you wouldn't get any credits from your course, but it's really good experience for you to put on your resume, to share on LinkedIn, to tell other people when you go to your next interviews, or when you talk to recruiters, or when you go to a networking events. Just tell people what you have done within 3 weeks for a real organization in Australia. As mentioned, it's real value. And in startups, in entrepreneurship, we always talk about value. What's value you can create to other stakeholders, to other shareholders. And thinking this way, I mean, 2020 is a really challenging year for a lot of businesses, especially small tech startups here. Opportunities and challenges. But in a way, you guys are helping them. All the solutions, all the suggestions you're giving to your clients, it's really valuable. And from our previous experience with last cohort, we get really good feedback from our clients from a few co-working space they struggle with COVID. They struggle with getting members due to COVID and finding new business model. So what you contribute here, it's definitely valuable to your clients. Learning outcomes, it's it's not about technical skills. It's not about the coding you're learning from your IT course. It's not about accounting you're doing in your course. It's more about those transferable and soft skills. Things like problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, people management, collaboration, emotional intelligence, all these transferable skills can be transferred from one workplace to others, one career to another career or careers. It's really valuable these days. In the next 5-10 years, some jobs will not exist anymore. All these skills can help you to accelerate what you believe and what you do to move, enhance your career as well. So, I really believe if you are entrepreneurial, you are quite employable, and this program is helping you to be more employable and entrepreneurial together. Here are some comments and testimonials from previous students. So someone saying they learned how to approach a problem differently with critical thinking to really understand the problems behind the problems. We always talk about that in startup. What's the underneath problems your customers trying to solve? Things like that, mindsets like that, to understand what is the fundamental problems you are helping your clients to solve. Also, you make really connections. In this program, we pair you with mentors to complete the program. So your mentor may end up become your referee, become your good friends in your career to give you advice. So definitely get most of the connections here in this program. Also, students learn how to communicate with professionals. I do acknowledge there are students here in this meeting who are either in your first year or in your first semester of your study. And I guess this 3 weeks program is really good opportunity for you to get hand-on experience, really intensive, really short-term program to understand how the Australian workplace works and how the startup works here in Australia. Both communicating with your clients, professional communications, and also with your peers as well. Also, work collaboratively, build up leadership skills, learn how to lead people, how to influence people, how to empower people through teamwork, experiential learning, through reflection, and through learning by doing. And I do have a previous participant to share her experience. Let me try to play this video.
And I've participated in the Venture Activate program last year. And I'm really grateful for having the opportunity to get exposed to the consulting fields and understand the basic concept and procedures of consulting. In my case, my team was responsible for investigating potential competitors across the world for a GIS company. So the team have deep dive into top 5 companies and compared them closely with our client in different aspects, such as the target users, business type, and technology use. The main skills I have developed were problem-solving skills, since the team have to come up with different solutions in a limited of time. And within the 3 weeks, I have to familiarize with the other teammates and research and present the solutions to our clients and communicate with our clients and mentor frequently to update our process and kind of receive the feedback. So I have learned a lot and met different talented people during the process, and I really encourage you to sign up for this opportunity. Thank you.
Cool. Not sure if you guys could hear the video, but no one typed at the chat, so I assume you guys did. So Cheryl, a previous participant at Ventures Activate last June, July, actually, she was an international student from Taiwan, completed the program, met really good mentor, and end up she landed an internship at UI in her field in IT. And I guess this is really good experience on, really good evidence on how a 3 weeks experience can help you learn how to work with other professionals and how to articulate your skills and mindsets to a better person in entrepreneurship and employability. Cool. Oops. So the roles and expectations for this program, you guys are the students. So what you need to commit is 50 hours across 3 weeks to complete the project, to work with your team members, to work with your mentors and your clients, to deliver a draft report, a final report, and also a presentation in the end. Also submit 3 project deliverables. So that's include a project plan for the first week, a draft report, and a final report. Work as a student team, self-direct and independent working, but also collaboratively. And for your clients, they are all based in Australia. So they are either from a social enterprise or from a startup or from a corporate. They will provide you an industry project and they will meet you for the first meeting at the orientation session to get to know each other, to get to know what's their business about, what's problem they're trying to solve, and for you to understand what's their value proposition in this program and what they're looking for. And also through the program, they'll give you feedback on how you perform and the team performance. And the mentors here, they are all based in Queensland or Australia broadly. They'll be supporting you, on reviewing draft report, coaching you on the team presentation, etc. So giving you support, hands-on support on how to deliver the project. Next. So I talk about experiential learning a few times. How does it actually work? So you can see when you do real world activity, let's say when you get a project and you work with other people, you probably work only with your own perspective or with other team members with their perspective, not really engaging with the real perspective or the real practical experiences or insights from other professionals. And that's why we need a role of a client or mentor to give you feedback, to fill in the gap, to help you what you are thinking. It's aligned with what the reality is, especially in a workplace or in a startup. It's really common to understand the market, to understand your customers, blah, blah, blah. So it's similar mindsets. So pretty much you do real world activity, you upload what you have learned, what you are doing, you get feedback from people who are senior than you or people who have more experience or people who have different exposures to you. And you review what they said and you do it better next time. And we call that experiential learning. It's all about learn by doing and learn by reflecting. And just a heads up, similar to other project-based work experience, it's all about your responsibility. It's all about when you get your hands dirty, when you put yourself out there, leave your comfort zone, step out your comfort zone, you get better experience, you learn more. So your experience is exactly equal to your responsibility. And after you complete the program, you will get a digital badge and an e-certificate. Once you complete 50 hours across 3 weeks, once you attend the kickoff session, the orientation session, and submit all the team and individual deliverables, so including the draft, final report, and also the presentation. And these certificates can help, like you can put it on your resume, you can share on LinkedIn, and also attach with digital badge as well. So you can upload on those badging platforms to showcase what you did in uni. So here are some past project clients we have worked with, a few here. So from corporate like BOQ, RACQ, or small startup like FlowMap in the sustainability area, or GrandShake in EdTech. So quite different and quite diverse startups. And for the last round, we got quite a few co-working space here because they all struggle with getting members due to the COVID restriction. No members on in the office, and and they were looking for engagement strategies, and they were looking for a new business model to engage with new clients and all their existing clients, and that would be the case this round as well. So getting a few co-working space clients for you guys. So next steps, application close on 11th of November, I believe. And then we have the project orientation. And then week 1, you submit your project plan. Week 2, you submit your draft report. Week 3, you deliver your presentation alongside with your final report submission. So for the next virtual orientation session, it's kind of similar to what's happening here, a bit of information, but also a lot of hands-on hints and tips on how to master this project, how you can learn more and how you can gain most out of this program. And once you sign up, we'll send you more detail on next steps. Are you ready? Remember, in order to complete the program, you must register by 11th of November, attend the virtual orientations on 25th of November. It will be available between 25th of November to 18th November, I believe, sorry, 18th December, typo here. Also commit to a minimum of 50 hours across 3 weeks, and also submit all the project deliverables and complete the final presentation. If you have any questions, email Kaitana on her email, as you can see here, and you can find the registration link at Venture's webpage as well. You can just Google Venture's Activate UQ. You probably see the page pop up, and look forward to see you at the orientation session.
Awesome, thank you, Ocean. And sorry, my connection was a little bit flaky, so I kind of went down a couple of times. Hopefully that wasn't disruptive for you guys. Any questions before we wrap up? I've been answering some on the chat, but you guys have any questions?
What sort of programs can we expect? And is it anything to do with sustainability?
Yes, we do work with social enterprise. So we have not yet confirmed the clients we get for this run, but from last one we got like the world's biggest garage sale, a social enterprise based in Brisbane on project. So and also like Flood Map, they're all working on sustainability as well. So yes, thinking this way, there were 3 themes within this project. So social enterprise, entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship. And when you fill in your EOI, you can choose which theme you want to take part in. It's not guaranteed where you will allocate to your team, but at least we will look at what's your preference, and we will put you in your team accordingly. Any comment, Kaitana?
I think you covered it all. I am also answering some questions here on the chat. Kenta was asking whether, and I was just writing that it really depends. It's really up to you, Kenta. As Ocean was saying, this program is 50 hours over 3 weeks. So to you whether you can manage that and if that's doable for you. There is also another questions about how groups are formed. Do you want to tackle that one, Ocean?
Yeah, sure. So once you complete your EOI form, we will send you a next step email at the orientation session. And after you attend the orientation session, we will put you into different teams. So we will put you into teams based on your education levels, pretty much based on the diversities in team. Because what we believe is more diverse in a team, more innovative ideas can come up with that team. So, and we do try to match with your domain knowledge. Like if you're studying IT engineering, we try to match you with a tech startup in that area, but not guaranteed, because I mean, like I study business in my degree, but I'm now doing working in edtech. So yes, we'll try to match you, but set an expectation. You'll be working on things that different to what you normally do, and that's the beauty of this program.
Awesome. There is also a question about any particular skills that students need to have in terms of Excel or coding. No previous skill required at that level. As Ocean was saying, we will match you based on your interest and level of education and all of that. So don't worry about that. There is no specific skills you have to have.
And a comment there as well. Actually, it's the program.
There is
It's really
another
open.
question.
So what it means, it's if you work with your clients, after you meet with your clients, if you find their particular skills and knowledge you can contribute to the project, feel free, just point it out, tell your clients what you can do. If you're good at data analytics, tell your clients how you can support their project as well. So really up to you. After the orientation session, after you meet your clients, you can come up with really creative solutions to solve their problem.
Yeah, perfect. And I was doing no GPA requirements, and it's only open to UQ students. Other programs have been open to other universities and other cohorts, but this particular one is only open to UQ students. But also linking that back to a question someone asked before, as I said, it's fully remote, so you don't need to be based in Brisbane. So you can be based wherever, as long as you can commit to the meetings and the presentations, and that's doable for you. Is there any interview before the starting time?
Sorry, I'm so slow in typing. May I ask?
I believe interview.
Pardon?
Sorry, 1 second, Bella. I was just trying to understand a previous question. Is there any interview before the starting time? No, there is no interview. So once you are selected, you will be put into teams, and then there is the orientation session, right, Ocean?
Yes.
So there is no personal interview or anything like that. Della, please go ahead. Ask your question.
It's okay. I've typed my question in the chat.
Yep. So you, yeah, you do both actually. There is an oral presentation, plus you have to submit a PowerPoint, if I'm correct. Ocean?
Yeah. So so in the end, like the end of the third week, you need to do an oral presentation, and also alongside with a report. And that report is not what you are normally doing in uni. Actually, it's more like a pitch deck. It's something like a executive summary to outline what you have researched. So it's a report, but not that report you probably have been working in uni.
Oh, there is another question about the progress of the kind of application process. So you apply on the form on our website, and if you get selected, you get invited into email, then you attend and you meet your client or the company you'll be working with, and then over the next 3 weeks you work with them, and then at the end there is the presentation to the client. So that's how the process works, and the presentation is as a group.
Yes.
Will the report template be given to groups? Yeah, there are templates and a lot of guidelines throughout the program because there is Practera also works with an app where there is a lot of materials and resources to guide you through what needs to be done. When we'll be able to hear back on the results of our application? So within that week, we'll try to work as fast as we can. So applications end on 11th of November, and in the next 2 days after the 11th, you either get an email saying you've been successful or not. And then if you are invited to the program, the next dates and links will be in that email as well. There are 50 spots available. So yeah, there are 50 to apply, and of course put together a good application, but don't declassify yourself. Don't think it's too hard. Or give it a go, because it's a wonderful experience and it really adds to your employability skills and to your networks as well. Can PhD students count this towards CDF award? That's a really good question. Actually, I don't know the answer for that, but as I said before with the Employability Award, if you want to share my email with your contact there in that office, or even with your supervisor, and then they can follow up with me and I can share all the details of the program with them to see if that fits their requirements. Because every office and every award is different. So it's up to them to decide whether this program categorizes towards that award, but please share my email with them and they can email me directly and we can figure that out. No worries. Any more questions, guys? So you all know where the link is to apply to the program? Ocean, do you have the link handy that you can copy maybe in the chat?
Yes.
I just have one question.
Sure.
What kind of like opportunities do you have for software, like software development?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look, the whole program, it's like by the end of the 3 weeks, you probably wouldn't be asked to make a website or make an application or something like that. We haven't get the clients list this year yet, but last round we got quite a few test startups like Grandshake. They do an ad tech platform, and you will be working on business project with them. So really up to your clients, and really up to really depends on the project brief from your clients.
Right.
Yeah. And really depends on how you work with your clients at the orientation session as well. So if you say, oh, you are good at coding, blah, 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 this is how I can contribute to your company within these 3 weeks, you can tell them what's knowledge, you can put it on your report, and any further engagement, it's between you and the company afterwards. So.
Okay, so the like program, it depends, what clients are actually signing up to the program as to what actually, I suppose, kind of experience they'd be looking for.
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So like it depends on like the clients, I guess, what kind of experience they're looking for.
Yes, yes.
For this
it's really flexible and really open. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you. Okay. I think, is that all? Any more questions, guys? So that's the registration link that Ocean just copy pasted. Thank you, Ocean, for that. So please make sure that you put in your application before the 11th of November. So you still have 7 days, and then you'll get to know whether you're in or not in the next 2 days after the application. So we'll make sure that you have that. And then the recording will be sent to all the students that enrolled in the program, enrolled in the info session, whether you attended or not. And will be also shared on our social networks on Ventures, UQ Ventures. So you follow us on socials. We are pretty much everywhere. So we'll be posting it on socials for everyone to see, and then you'll get it by email as well. What shall we do if have to stop the project? You mean if you have to withdraw? If you have to withdraw, you have to let us know as soon as possible, but please keep in mind that if you withdraw, your team will lose a team member because we won't be able to bring back anybody new halfway through. So if you withdraw, it kind of affects your team in a way. So please make sure as much as you can, and as uncertain these times are, that you can complete the program. But if for whatever reason you have to withdraw, please let me and Ocean know as soon as you can. Okay? Can we put this experience in the work experience section in your resume? Yeah, for sure, for sure. You can put this everywhere in your curriculum, in your resume, and of course on LinkedIn. And you'll get a certificate as well, as Ocean said. Okay. Any more questions? Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And hopefully we'll get to see all your applications in our form soon. So looking forward to see you all. Thank you for being here today again. Bye.
Thanks, guys.